Seems like a long, long time ago.
Another fight? Well, if you insist. Oh. Careful, Walker. All that swimming and fighting has made me hungry, and you look pretty tasty, I must say. You know Zaji? And he's alive? That's good to hear. Now I can kill him for getting us wrecked as soon as I see him. When the storm hit, it was all I could do to hang on to some wreckage and make it to this beach. We're on Amnos, right? The Alliance leaders, right. I keep meaning to try to find Queen Irene, but every time I get started, more of those prison mongrels rush out of the jungle and attack me. I love a good fight as much as the next sailor, but I'm exhausted. Sure. 2 noses are better than 1. If we can pick up Queen Irene's scent, I can track her. That's sort of my specialty. The nose knows, as the kittens say. Stay close and follow me. Let's look around. If I catch a familiar scent, I can follow it. Peace conference! Is that what this is all about? Zaji received orders from the crown. I guess we were conscripted. Once I learned that our passenger was Queen Irene, I was dumbfounded that she chose the perfect pounds. Proud, but dumbfounded. What have we got here? Someone used this shelter recently. Their scent is fresh. Familiar. This way. This way. Give me a moment. There was a fight here. What's that? On the ground. That medallion has the Queen's scent all over it. There! I have her trail. Follow me. The Queen is in danger.
Dangerous, Casca. Even your friend shouldn't be wandering about.
We're still standing. Be proud of that.
Ariel, bless my crown, but it's good to see you, my friend. Don't tell me you got washed onto this oblivion-cursed rock, too. You have my apologies, old friend. I must smell like a 3-day dead gua right now. It was a well-planned and dastardly attack. I could sense the magical nature of the summoned storm, and none of my own arcane protections functioned. They blocked them, somehow. If the storm hadn't raged out of control, I'd be dead now. Of course. I'm not an archmage, but I know my way around a spell or two. They must have had agents aboard as well, because I sensed a pulse of magicka before the storm hit. Whatever it was, the bastards rendered every enchanted item we had useless. Absolutely. Tamriel is changing, and her leaders must adapt. The situation in Cyrodiil right now, I can't see a way forward. Perhaps these talks represent a solution. I'm always in favor of people sitting down to have an earnest conversation.
The stories I've heard about Queen Ayrenn are incredible. I wonder if even half of them are true.
Ariel, bless my crown, but it's good to see you, my friend. Ah, Lady Arabelle. I knew she wouldn't leave us to rot in this jungle. But she only sent you. Not an army or a chivalry of knights. No matter. I welcome the company. Trouncing these green serpent bastards is amusing, but I'm starting to grow weary. Ah, yes. We were together for a time, but we argued and he rushed off in a huff. I believe I know where to find him after we make some preparations for our rescue. You can signal a ship, but I can help calm the storm that hugs the coast. Never heard about my time with the Sea Elf pirates? They taught me some weather magic. Could you get what I need for the ritual? A claw from a volcanic beast, a feather, and the bones of a drowned sailor. Sadly, these beaches are thick with those. Gather the claw, a feather, and the bones, and I'll make sure the rescue ship can reach the shore safely. While you're gone, I want to take a look at Casca's wounds. She won't admit it, but I can see that she's hurt pretty badly. Casca, you've been injured. Let me tend to your wounds.
What would you ask of me?
Casca will be all right. And you have the items? Well done. While portals to and from Amanos are prohibited, I can teleport within the confines of the island. It just takes more effort. Interesting. Thank you for procuring these items. With them, I can clear the storm when we're ready to depart. Oh, very well, if you insist. You may not believe this, but Emmerich and I do not always see eye to eye. He's as stubborn as his throne is uncomfortable. Why the Bretons insist their king must suffer every time he sits down, I'll never understand. Here, I'll mark your map. It was just north of here. I wonder how excited you'll be when the eagle and the lion are back together again. We tend to argue. A lot. I'll catch up after I prepare the items you brought me for the ritual. Have no fear, I'll be along shortly. I just need to... Never mind, it's complicated. Magicka. Don't worry, I've got this. Go find Emmerich. I'll be fine. I just need a moment. See how magic's so particular. You will help us immensely. We'll see.
Oh, nice. What did you find?
This is the spot. But no Emmerich. That man is infuriating. This complicates the situation. Let's talk. Emmerich isn't here, but he left behind a number of green serpents. For a man of his advanced years, he can still swing a powerful sword. Emmerich is nothing if not reliable. Look at the way the dead serpents are laid out. Isn't it obvious? He left a trail to follow. It leads directly into the cave just up the path. I'll be along shortly. The poultices should have done their job by now, so I want to go back and retrieve Casca. We will want her strength at our side before this is over. And she... Don't worry about me. If I could survive the politics of Somerset, I can handle an inhospitable island. I'll retrieve Casca and we'll meet up with you in a bit.
You there! I'm begging you. There was a shipwreck. The others need help.
met your match.
Your tale just grows in the telling.
The coral will feed on your life. Right now, you got that.
More of you vile serpents to fight. Good. I'm just getting started. You don't appear to be one of these green serpent ruffians. Shame. I was hoping to notch an even 20. Since you're the first person I've encountered in this damn jungle who isn't trying to kill me, let's assume we're going to be friends. I'm High King Emeric. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. Lady Arabelle, you say? How is the dear woman? She and I have shared quite a few close calls over the years. But she only sent you? I assumed I merited at least a dozen knights or so. Ah, well, I assume you have a way to get us off this damn island. Ah, you've seen Irene. And she's still alive? Good. Do you know, I was looking for young Ernskar when these serpents rushed out and tried to toss me in that cage. I showed them. But I think they may have captured our wayward Nord prince. I half expected to find our young Nord prince sitting atop a pile of dead serpents, but no such luck. Let's take a look around and see if we can find anything that points to where the serpents might be holding Euron's pup. Come to think of it, I also heard these serpents mention a captured noble. I suppose that's what whoever's behind this told them. No reason to reveal we're royals. Instantly raises the bounty. I really wish I'd taken one of them prisoner, though.
You
Look
talked to
around.
High King Emeric so
Ernskar
easily.
was here before
Have you
they
ever read
moved
some
him.
of his
I'm
writing?
sure of it.
He's actually a very talented author.
The Scald King's axe. Ernskar held that like Queen Maria grips a sweet roll. He wouldn't give it up willingly. Fights like a giant. That sounds like Ernskar. And he's at the coin fort. Well done. Let's find Queen Irene, shall we? All that dead lout had was this bottle of wine. Sour. Is there no joy on this damned island?
You there! I'm begging you. There was a shipwreck. The others need help. Our ship was attacked by coral, I think. It just grew out of the waves, and I don't know what happened to the other sentry, Veslin, or the sea elf prisoners we were transporting. I woke up alone on the beach. The sailors and other jailers call that place the Coral Cliffs. I won't survive the trip inside, but you're an adventurer. You're my only hope of getting the survivors out. Another House Murnard ship expects us. Our prisoner exchange is overdue.
Good to see you still well, Emeric.
And you, Irene. Nice, cat. I say, friend, let's chat. I washed up alone, and now I'm surrounded by allies. At least, allies for the nonce. It's funny how fate can change in a moment, eh? Let's talk about the things we found in the cave. Right. Mentions taking their captive noble to the coin fort. That has to be Prince Ernskar. Amanos used to be a stronghold for High Rock slave traders, but that was many years ago. There's a crumbling old ruin just west of here. A long time ago, yes. Not something the Covenant sanctions today, but you're missing the pertinent point. The Green Serpent Gang is using the old coin fort as a hideout, and they're holding Prince Ernskar there. We did indeed. There are songs sung about that weapon. Literally, Yoren performed one of them the last time we shared company. We must return it to the prince when we find him. Anyway, our course seems clear. We make for the coin fort to the west. Don't worry about me. I'll meet you at the coin fort. It's just west of here, if I remember my maps. I'll just spend the walk thinking about the choices I've made. A little retrospective. That's a good question. Yoren the Scald King was invited, of course, but the official response we got out of Mournhold was short and sweet. His son would negotiate on the Pact's behalf. Not for me. I have heard that Ernskar is something of a royal pain in the arse. But aren't we all, to some extent? Perhaps Yoren is using this as a training exercise. If Ernskar doesn't make matters worse, maybe he'll learn something. To the coin fort.
Fills my heart with pride to know the High King knows something of our deeds.
Casca will run ahead and clear the path. I'll make my own way there. I'll see you at the fort. Do try to keep pace with Casca, Emmerich. She'll keep you safe.
And she's gone. Again. Don't worry about me. I'll just take the long way around. I could use a nice walk.
Our ship. The sailor counted the footprint. North. House Mornard has a larger ship waiting for them. We were tasked with taking the prisoners to the ship.
Stay back. You're not one of those slimy druids. Who are you? I've got to get out. They said that the archipelago, Veslin, the Elder Tide, sacrificed my shipmates to it. Those druids need to suffer. The corals inside the caves, just down that hill. Make them pay. I'll give up piracy if you do as I ask. Smash the coral! Free the others, please! right now. But... oh, all right. They're the ones who should be locked up in the Amino stockade. They're not even supposed to be here. They corrupt nature. Even their magic does horrible things. It hurts, too. The way Sunigil screamed. Does there have to be a reason? They changed the coral into something unnatural. It stinks of druid magic and... blood. It'll look different too. I passed by one a little while back. Should be down that way. The other... anyone still alive will be in the cages above. Destroy the coral. Make those druids pay. just volunteered to be our sacrifice.
Over here, quickly. I don't know when they'll be back. Thank the Eight you're not one of those druids. Hurry, get us out of here. Sergeant Brusick survived the wreck. The Sea Elves said he was as good as dead. They regretted leaving him there as soon as those druids locked us all up. The Sergeant and I take care of our prisoners. That would be Kyrisia. She offered to pick the lock on this cage, but I couldn't leave these two. Seeing the druids when they killed Suni Gil and the others, it broke their spirits. It's my job to guard. Please, hurry. Either pick yourselves off the ground or let me carry you. We're getting out of here. Sergeant Brusick's waiting.
Another find for your pack.
Ha! Hero! Veslin told me what happened. Is it true that a few of those druids were enough to cause our shipwreck? All those lives lost at sea. How much harm can they do? How many more ambushes do they have planned? Makes a person reconsider their work. Oh, it does my eights good to hear that. We'll let House Mornard know what happened here. House Mornard will hear about what happened here. The good and bad. While you were helping my prisoners, I got my bearings out here. We're not that far from Broke Rock Mine. I've made the run there a time or two in the past. We can make it there and get the assistance we need to make it back to Amino Station. Like I said, it's not too far. I've recovered my strength, Veslin is none the worse for wear, and my prisoners will help us defend ourselves. Don't worry about us. We'll be fine. What happened here was out of our control. We'll make a report and get another ship to take the prisoners where they need to go. Mornard will see to the druids here. It might take some time, but the danger they pose won't be ignored. She'll be angry. Of that you can be certain. But the prisoners will tell her what happened. I suspect Kyrisia will lead that charge. Not sure. Usually, if we avoid them, the Elder Tide druids leave us alone. This was out of the ordinary. House Mornard will need to do something, but I don't know what. I'm just a sergeant, but I'll do what I can to put a stop to this.
Get back, fiends!
That was it, right? Sometimes it's hard to tell. battle we can walk away from, eh?
Truth be told, this is one of the most relaxing diplomatic missions I've had in quite some time.
Walker, we need to talk. Bright moons shine upon us, Walker. Before you arrived, I did some sniffing. A scent like the one that lingers on that axe you found. It's inside the Coin Lord's old fort. I'd bet Zaji's left ear that it's Prince Ernskar. Queen Irene suggests subterfuge. They seek the nobles. Let's give them one. In a word, yes. Pretend Emmerich is your prisoner. Escort him to the front gate and wait for them to let you in. Meanwhile, the Queen and I will await your signal. After we free Ernskar, we'll find a place to signal the rescue ship.
The High King most definitely, agrees. Lead on, my foul captor.
Come, Casca. Let's see how much trouble we can get into.
If you insist.
They captured one of the nobles. You, bring that prisoner inside at once. Sentry, unlock the gate.
I'll draw the serpents out. Be ready.
Hands off, you bastard!
That's one of the nobles Tishji wants. Unlock
High
the
King
gate.
Emmerich
Grab him.
is no one's prisoner!
Steady, my friend.
Attack!
Get back, fiend! Get out of there!
Well done. Casca and I will cause a distraction. Go find Prince Ernskar.
Shining shield! I do believe we're good at this.
The Ascendant Order won't make good on their promise if he's dead next breath.
Can I assume this is a rescue? The King's Arrow? Is that really you, my friend? Where you fly, victory is sure to follow. But what are you doing here? How did you find me? So all 3 Alliance delegates still live? Good. As soon as I came ashore, I was set upon by the Serpents. I made the bastards pay. But even the son of Euron, the Skull King, can't fight an entire prison gang on his own. There were too many of them. Sungir, Axe of the Skull King. Ah, it feels good to cradle you in my arms again, you powerful blade. But we can't go yet. The Serpent said that something called the Ascendant Order is behind us. Their leaders, the Lord and Magus, are here. And we will, after we deal with the Ascendant Order leaders. Emmerich would agree, and so would Irene. Come, friend. We can deal with these traitors in one fell swoop. With Sungir once more in hand, I feel better already. Let's find this Ascendant Lord and his Magus. I want to show them what it means to attack a Nord warrior. Someone was going to ask that eventually. Publicly, Yoren wants me to step up. The Pact is a sprawling alliance facing threats from all sides. The Skull King has many responsibilities. This is his way to finally allow me to share his burdens. Privately, the old goat is someone warming his bed at night, and refuses to stray too far from home. She's a lovely Riften lass, Brunhilde. My father's never been happier. He was only too eager to let me travel in his stead and represent the Pact. Hope is for poets, like my father. I am a warrior. One does not shy from battle at the first sign of danger. Even if nothing is gained from these conversations, Emmerich, Irene, and I shall be the ones who decide when to quit the field. Curious about the Prince of Windhelm, are you? What do you want to know? I have nothing to hide. My role? I've been a prince my entire life. My youth was not unlike yours, I imagine. I hunted, I fought, and I learned my lessons. I bathed in the frigid waterfalls that crash from the high peaks, and wrestled with wolves for sport. The usual. You don't know the story? How our three disparate peoples came together to repel the Akaviri invaders? I haven't always thought so, but I believe the Nords, the Dark Elves, and the Argonians are truly stronger together. I've seen it firsthand. A personal question. My relationship with the Skull King is complex. He loves the chance to teach lessons, to pass on his tales. But he is still disappointed that I can't sing, forever denying him that father-son duet he's always dreamed of. It feels good to be armed again. I've missed you, Sungir.
I'll get Irene and Casca. We'll wait for your signal.
You're mine. Stay with me. Met your match!
There. Let's listen in.
We will have your missing nobles by day's end, my lord.
See that we do. Magus, summon the Order. We meet on High Isle on the morrow.
Enough! Get down there!
My liege, we must go.
We'll see it done.
To escape.
Go on. Find a way outside so you can signal the ship. I need a moment. Guess I'm not as recovered as I thought. good place to use your signal. Shore's boat. Let's see that light all the way back in Wildhelm. Let's get to the dock.
Hold them at bay. Fickle thing, I should try this.
Green serpents! Attack!
Won't let
I'm not doing so well.
You won't take them! Not on my watch! Side by side!
You, my friend.
Be on guard!
No ship can reach us through this door.
Craig, you're paying next time we stop for a meal.
Heed my call and still your fury.
It's working!
I don't believe it. She actually did it.
Onto the ship, quickly.
We got them all, even Casca! Friend, give the word and Saji will have you back at Mant.
The Ascended Magus and his lord are cowards. Neither would stand and fight. They call themselves knights? Hardly. At least we heard their plans. A meeting on High Isle, we heard the Ascended Lord say. You mean aside from being half-drowned and captured by a prison gang? I fought in many battles, worked at my father's side, and I have started knitting. One of the Grands at the castle has been teaching me. Says it's good for my temperament. Nor I, my friend. Vampires and a mad Jarl. Now that's the stuff my father loves to sing about. And that Svanna is... well, she's a commanding presence. She's changed so much since we were children. What? No! What an impertinent question. You are lucky you are the savior of Western Skyrim. Fancy Svanna, I could never... What were we talking about again? If you put a blade to my neck and asked me to explain Al-Sav, the tribunal, I'd probably go down in a spray of blood. I read in the reports you were there. Saved a god, stopped a rock from the heavens. Stand it fair for you. I can only imagine. Father introduced me to the tribunal. When Lord Vivec spoke, it was like the chimes of the universe sounding in my ears. And so the seal... I'm not so sure about that one. Almalexia is all right, though. Intense, but all right.
A daring rescue, a clean escape. Well done, my friend. I can't wait to tell Queen Maria all about it. That's a good question. Yoren the Scald King was invited, of course, but the official response we got out of Mournhold was short and sweet. His son would negotiate on the Pact's behalf. Not for me. I have heard that Ernskar is something of a royal pain in the arse.
You talk to High King Emmerich so easily. Have you ever read some of his writing? He's actually a very talented author.
As depressing as it sounds, that's the most fun I've had in months. To be honest, I wasn't sure the ritual would work. If it hadn't, let's assume Zaji could have navigated through the storm and reached us anyway. Yeah, let's go with that. They say these are the times that try a mer's soul, but I want to believe I've risen to the occasion. Our first adventure together feels like a lifetime ago, though, doesn't it? If I'm to be stuck on a jungle island with anyone, I'm glad it's you. I swear, that eye of mine, he gets friskier and friskier with each passing day. Our last conversation was not about matters of state or threats to my security, but about the meritorious backside of a Grahtwood emissary. Riveting. I sent him on ahead to prepare the way, but who knows where that cat has gotten to. I promised there would be no trouble, that all the secrecy and careful planning would make the voyage uneventful. Stars above, I'll never hear the end of it now. I was as well. That business was ghastly, and I thank you for your help. Meanwhile, I was stuck in yet another interminable meeting at Eldenroot. I can assure you, Daedric princes or no, you were having more fun than I was. I'm sorry. You met Elwynari at a very difficult time. She's actually a lovely person, and she has a brilliant mind. I desperately wish I could have been there to lend my aid. And my sword arm. I don't get to unsheath my sword nearly enough. It was a well-planned and dastardly attack. I could sense the magical nature of the summoned storm, and none of my own arcane protections functioned. They blocked them somehow. If the storm hadn't raged out of control, I'd be dead now.
You know, Queen Ayrenn seems like the kind of person I'd like to get an ale with.
Zaji's ship was closest when the signal flare ignited. Do you like it? I call it the perfect pounce, too! Anyway, Zaji is supposed to get you back to Mandrake Manor as quick as he can. Just give the order and we'll leave these dreadful shores.
Nice to be back in the city. Lady Arabelle wants you back at Mandrake Manor, friend. I'll see you there.
Walker, Lady Arabelle wants to see you in the courtyard, out back.
What wonders you accomplished, my friend. Not only did you rescue Prince Ernskar, you managed to bring Queen Ayrenn and High King Emeric back safely. Few heroes can say they've saved a king, a queen, and a prince all in the same day.
Not many people escape the jungle of Amanos. I'm impressed, Wayfarer. I only wish Zaji wasn't the one to pluck you from the shore. I'll never hear the end of his boasting now. Anyway, Lady Arabelle is waiting for you out back.
A successful rescue! What sounds better? Zaji, Deliverer of Freedom, or Captain Zaji, Bane of Amanos? Take your time. This one is going to print up calling cards, so I want to get it right.
You saved us, Walker. As strong as Casca is, that jungle was stronger. I wouldn't have lasted much longer without your help. If you need my claws, you only need to ask.
Well, here comes our hero now. Well done, my dear.
Excellent. Who wants a drink? The Prince of Windhelm is buying.
Hold fast there, lad. We're safe for now, but the battle's just begun.
Good work finding the Alliance leaders and getting them off Amanos safely. I'm quite proud of you, my dear. Lord Bacaro and I will spirit them to a more secure location shortly. Then we can turn our attention back to the Ascendant Order. So Prince Ernskar told me. We'll get to that. First, you need to rest, and I need to make sure our royal guests remain safe. For now, take this. As long as I can count on you, there's more where that came from. Thanks to you, the Royals have finally reached High Isle. While the Ascendant Order has lost their prizes, they remain a threat. Once the Ascendant Lord and his Magus learn the Alliance leaders are here, they will stop at nothing to reach them. Lord Bacaro and I have a secure place. They'll be safe enough there. So far, we've been on the defensive, reacting to events. The time has come to take the fight to the Ascendant Order, and my plan starts with this meeting you heard about on Amanos. And I think I know how to determine where this assemblage will take place. While you were away, I received reports of Ascendant Order activity at Mistmouth Cave. I propose we investigate. And if luck is with us, catch ourselves a lord and a magus. Mistmouth Cave lies on the northern coast of High Isle. It's a favorite of outlaws and pirates. I'll meet you there. I need to go over some details with Jakan one more time. Things tend to go in one ear and out the other with that one, you know. Worried about me? Oh, pish-posh. I was dealing with brigands, trolls, and threats to the realm since well before Rancer launched his ill-fated little war. There's nothing in this archipelago that I can't handle. But thanks for your concern, dear. Not as safe as they could be. Lord Bacaro, Valessi, and I arranged for the Mages Guild to protect the conference site on All Flags Islet with powerful defensive spells. I'll rest easier with the delegates safely behind those wards. That's our hope. Now that the Alliance leaders are here and safe, they just need a little time to recover from their ordeal. And we need to make sure the Ascendant Order no longer poses a threat.
Why must we sit on our hands? The Dominion can crush the Ascendant Order with one fell blow.
You saved
I
the
will
Alliance
not
leaders.
allow the Dominion to
Stand
land
breath.
warriors
What
on
can't you
Breton
do?
shores. The Daggerfall Covenant will handle this matter.
Summon your fleets and I will leave. The Ebonheart Pact will not negotiate under threat of attack.
Patience, please. This is a delicate situation. Let us handle this. Now go with Jakan. He'll see you to a safer location.
There. I recharged the medallions. They can be returned to the delegates.
What a strange magic.
I don't know how well I'd sleep if the rumbling ground around here ever fell still. I've gotten used to it. Never mind that, though. How may I help you today? If you plan to make Gonfalon Bay your home...
Can't take those stairs like I used to. Maybe I can work the kitchen instead. take those stairs like I used to. Maybe I can work the kitchen instead. Stairs like I used to. Maybe I can work the kitchen instead. Can't take those stairs like I used to.
I heard important visitors were rescued from Amenos. They're here for Lord Bakaro's conference.
Any idea what that conference is all about? The nobles are being real secretive as to the actual purpose of this meeting.